All I want is a woman feeling like a woman and feeling good about herself. That's my job.
Welcome back to Throwback Thursdays. I'm Tim Blanks, and today we have the very rare privilege of visiting with a real knockdown, drag-out fashion legend. The man is, of course, Geoffrey Beene, one of the greatest American designers of all time. When you look back now, there's just something so effortlessly timeless about what he did. His interest in structure, his use of fabrics, the way he thought about presenting his clothes to the world were all quite radically ahead of their time. I feel that Beene will be an untapped resource for a long, long time to come. Looking at this show here, you get a sense of slightly erotic geometry, perhaps, in the way the show is staged. It's not a stream of girls walking by. You do get a good long time to look at each outfit. And he demanded that kind of appreciation. And you know what? He deserved it.
I'm often asked, why do I design with such ideal images, though? Why is it always the slimmest woman with the best figure, tall, glorious? And I just cannot imagine design not starting with an ideal. Otherwise, you're compromising from the very beginning.
One thing I've always loved about fashion is the power it gives people to reinvent themselves. And Geoffrey Beene was a very good example of this.
In the South, women are idealized, idolized, put on pedestals, and my training in the South was always that way, and it's never changed.
He was born little Sammy Bozeman in Haynesville, Louisiana. By the end of his life, he was the apogee of big city sophistication. Geoffrey Beene was recognized all around the world, which was not something that happened to a lot of American designers at that time. Connoisseurs everywhere appreciated his never-ending quest for this kind of perfection. I remember Geoffrey Beene shows at the Plaza Hotel. They were grand in the style of classic haute couture shows. A lot of outfits delivered in a very thoughtful, theatrical way. When I look at the show now, it does strike me as very studied. The details are very particular, the gloves, the makeup. And I think that's something that he shared with some of the greatest designers of history. They seem to live outside their time. I do think that Geoffrey Beene merits another very, very close look, and I'm sure that will come at some point, because a great master like him will never be allowed to live in the shadows for very long. So it's 22 years since that show, 10 years since Mr. Beene died. I'm curious about how that show reads to you now. Please leave a comment. This is Throwback Thursdays. I'm Tim Blanks.